We're glad you're here to explain all of this, because the weather is a bit complicated, isn't it, at the moment? So thank you.
Bless you. It's a pleasure, Ben. Pleasure. Thank you.
Now it's 6:47. Good morning. You're with Breakfast from BBC News. And the family of the jailed British Egyptian activist Alaa Abdel Fattah, who is currently serving a prison sentence in Cairo, have called on the authorities to provide urgent proof that he is still alive.
Now, they've not heard from him since Sunday, when he escalated his hunger strike by refusing water. We're joined now by Alaa's sister, Mona Seif. Morning to you. Thank you so much for talking to us this morning. Just first of all, do you have any idea how your brother is doing at the moment?
Thank you for having me. No, sadly, we don't have any news about Alaa. The last thing we've had is the letter we received on the 31st of October, so Monday of last week, when he informed us that he's escalating his hunger strike to a full hunger strike, and with the beginning of COP27, which is taking place right now in Egypt, he's also stopping water, so he'd be on a water strike. We were supposed to get 2 days ago the weekly letter, but we haven't gotten anything. And for the past few days, my mother would be spending the whole of the morning until it becomes dark in front of the prison waiting for the letter. And as we speak now, she's actually heading to the prison again. Hopefully she'll get a letter today or anything that proves he's alive, he's conscious, and he has not been exposed to any further violations more than what he has already been exposed to over the past, years.
So your mum has been waiting outside the prison for many hours, hoping for some word, some information. And if you're not able to hear from him directly, is anyone else able to tell you or give you an indication what his condition might be at the moment?
This is the first time things feel as if we are dealing with a complete black hole. So even the British authorities are unable to provide us with any information about Alaa. We are in direct contact with the consular team in Cairo and with the embassy, and they have no information about Alaa. At the prison, they refuse to tell us anything. They claim that he is the one refusing to write the letter, which we have no idea, we have no way of verifying, and so we don't know if he's being prevented of writing the letter, or if he has deteriorated beyond the point where he can't even be cognitively present to write us a letter, or if he's actually refusing to write us a letter and something has triggered that response from him. And we've submitted a complaint to the Egyptian General Prosecutor. He has ignored it. So basically, Egyptian authorities are not providing any information. The UK officials in Egypt are unable, to our knowledge, to obtain any concrete information about Alaa's well-being and how he's doing. And my mother is, right now heading to the prison for the third day in a row, waiting for any letter or anything to prove that he is alive and that he's even still there in the same prison. We have no idea if he's been transferred to some other location, and we have not been told.
And can you tell us why Alaa started his hunger strike? I know he's protesting, but just to tell everybody at home what this is about.
So when Alaa first started the strike, this was back in April, he started a hunger strike. And initially, the actual reason was that he has been denied consular access since December. We've been asking for UK consular access since last December, right after he was sentenced to 5 years in prison for sharing a Facebook post. And the Egyptian authorities have been blocking the consular access, obviously illegally. And Alaa was just really frustrated. He wanted consular access, and he also wanted to be able to share with the lawyers who are also prevented from seeing him his accounts of the violations he has been exposed to see the necessary legal actions that can be taken. But at the moment, now that we are 6 months past this, Alaa feels he cannot endure, and he has shared this with us very clearly, he cannot endure any more time in jail. He has been in prison ever since Abdel Fattah seized power in Egypt, so we are talking about 9 years of prison. And he feels that with COP27, with the whole world focusing on Egypt and being present in Egypt, this is his only chance of actually getting out of prison. We and him, we truly believe that if Alaa doesn't make it out of prison alive while COP27 is happening, Alaa is never going to make it out of prison. The Egyptian regime, Abdel Fattah Sisi's regime, intends for him to stay in prison until he dies. And this is a punishment completely for him being vocal and outspoken about their crimes and their human rights violations.
Mona, at this point, what can the British government do? What are they doing?
What are they doing? They have assured us that they are communicating about Alaa's case to the highest level possible. We know for sure that Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister, met with Abdel Fattah al-Sisi in COP27 and raised Alaa's issue, but we have not been properly updated, and we have not, the UK government has not shared with us a plan of action or any timeline that tells us Alaa will be actually extracted out of prison before he dies. But what they can do, they can absolutely bring Alaa home on a plane. This is not unheard of. It has been done for dual nationals with US citizenship, with Canadian citizenship, with French citizenship. So I'm not sure why the UK government is failing to do so when Alaa is in a critical condition. Being on a water strike means it's a matter of days. He might die, and he has already endured a lot. So really the UK government, and particularly Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, can bring Alaa home here safe with us on a plane if they use the necessary leverage against Egypt, and they have a lot of investments and common interests with Egypt. They can do that if they want to save Alaa.
Mona Seif, thank you very much indeed.